أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everyone to today's class. Thank you all for arriving on time, and I hope you are all ready by having your wudu done and having your heads covered with a scarf or topi. Just before we start off with our daily dua, I just wanted to mention that there are a couple of you who have signed in with an incorrect ID. What I want you to do, I'm going to look through my list, and if you are signed in with an incorrect ID, I'm going to put you in a waiting room, and I want you to log out and log back in with your correct ID. Also, if you've added any comments, I can see a few of you have added comments. Can you please take them away? I'm going to put you in the waiting room also so that you can take those comments away. Jazakallah. So there's a couple of you who have that. Okie dokes. Okay. We're gonna, just before we start the class, I wanted to make an announcement that Friday classes have been cancelled for the time being, and the reason for this is that because our beloved Huzur has gone to the USA on tour, and at the moment the Friday sermons are being delivered at the exact same time that the G1 class is being held. That's why for the time being the G1 classes will be cancelled until Hazul comes back and the Friday sermons are back to the UK time. Okay. But I'll announce this this again. Okay, so let's start off with our starting prayer, and we're going to start with Tawud and Tasmiyah before we recite our daily dua, and I'm going to choose a student for this. So, also quick announcement. Can you please not put your hands up because I'm on my own today. What I want is, if you have never had a chance to be on the mic, I would like you to put your hand up. But if you've had a chance, please don't put your hand up, okay? Only if you've never had a chance. Jazakallah. Okay. Can I have a 1214? Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
How are you?
Niku.
Good, alhamdulillah. Okay.
How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. We're going to start off with Dawood and Tasmiyah before we recite our dua, okay? If you follow along after me, and everyone at home, you follow as well. Okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Good. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good. And if you follow behind me, رب اشرح لي.
رب اشرح لي
Good. صدري.
صدري
ويسر
ويسر
لي
لي
أمري.
أمري.
Excellent. And can you do the English translation for me?
Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy for me.
Jazakallah. Very well read. Okay. So moving on to today's lesson. Today we are learning a new lesson, and the lesson is crescent, and in Urdu that is sukoon. So I'm going to read to you what crescent or sukoon or sakin means. So I'm going to read out the paragraph for you, and what I want you to do, and then I'll explain it further for you, okay? So sakin, the word sakin means the omission of a vowel. When an Arabic letter bears the sign of a sukoon, it is called sakin. Another well-known name of sukoon is jazm. I'm sure you've heard of it as jazm. For example, noon sakin means the letter noon bearing the sign of sukoon. It is important to note that a sakin letter must be preceded by a voweled letter, that is, a letter which bears a stroke. Some examples of sakin letters are given below. So let's go through this and let me explain this in more detail. So, sakin means the omission of a vowel. The word omission means to leave out, to not have. Okay, now what is a vowel? What is a vowel? And I'll show you what a vowel is. A vowel is a stroke on top of this alif, for example. This alif has a stroke, and that stroke is called fatha, which you all already know because we have learned this. So this fatha is a vowel. Similarly, this dhamma here that I've highlighted is also a vowel, okay? And as is this kasra. This kasra is also a vowel, okay? So these are all strokes, and they are vowels, okay? So the fatha, dhamma, and kasra are three strokes, and they're all vowels, okay? These three are vowels, okay? So sakin means the omission of a vowel. That means that when there is a sakin or a sukoon, when a letter is sakin, there is no vowel on it, i.e. there is no fatha, kasra, or dhamma, okay? That letter doesn't have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. So when an Arabic letter bears the sign of sukoon, it is called sakin. Now, what does a sukoon look like? I'll show you what a sukoon looks like. I've highlighted it here. On top of this meme, you can see this little, it's almost like a comma or a single quotation mark. Okay, that's what it looks like. So, when an Arabic letter bears the sign of sukoon, it is called sakin. So when a letter, for example, this meme has this sign on top of it, this sign is called a sukoon. Or you might know this as jazm because we used to call it jazm, but the actual Arabic terminology for this is sukoon, okay? It's a sukoon, okay? For example, this scene has a sukoon on top of it, okay? Just wanted to quickly mention there's a few of you who have your videos on. Please make sure that you don't have your videos on, okay? Just be mindful of that. Okay, so for example, noon sakin means that the letter noon has the sign of sukoon. So for example, let me show you an example. For example, if someone says noon sakin, it would be referring to this noon here because you've got the noon, you've got the letter noon, and on top of it you've got the sukoon sign. Okay, so how I would refer to this is noon sakin. Similarly, if I was talking about this next letter here, this letter here that I've highlighted, I would say lam sakin because this lam has the sign of a sukoon. So instead of saying sukoon, I would say lam sakin. Okay, sukoon is the name of the sign which is on top of the lam. But when I want to say that the lam has that sign, bears that sign, I would say lam sakin. Okay, that means that the lam has that sign of a sukoon. Okay. So it says here, it is important to note that a sakin letter must be preceded by a vowel letter. So we've identified what a vowel is. A vowel letter is basically any letter that has a vowel on top or below. Okay, so for example, this alif is a vowel letter because on top of this alif there is a fatha, and we know that fatha is a vowel. Similarly, This alif over here is a vowel letter. It's a voweled alif because underneath it, the alif has the sign of a kasra. So this is a voweled letter. This alif is a voweled letter. Similarly, let's have a look at a dhamma letter. This dal over here is a voweled letter because again you can see it has the actual letter dal has a vowel on top of it, which is a dhamma. So any letter which has a sign on top or below, so if it has a fatha, kasra or a dhamma, is a voweled letter, okay? So it's saying it is important to note that a sakin letter must be preceded by a voweled letter. So we know what a voweled letter is, and we also know what a sakin letter is. The sakin letter is any letter that has the sign of a sukoon. Okay, so for example, this lam over here has a sukoon on top of it, so we know that this is a lam sakin. But the important thing to note here is that the letter before, which is alif in this case, must be a vowel letter. Okay, the letter before must have a vowel on top of it, which in this case it does because we have an alif with a fatha. Similarly, in this next box, we've got a meme sakin, meme that has a sukoon sign. And the important thing here it's saying to note is that the letter before the meme has a vowel. And does it? Yes, the ha has a fatha, so we've got a voweled letter. Okay? Okay, now that's all the explanation done. Now, how do we pronounce this? How are we going to say this? So I've got a alif with a fatha. I know the sound for that is a. The lam with a sukoon means that all I have to do is join the alif and the lam sound together. So the sound would be al. Al. It's as simple as that. Just joining the alif with a fatha, which you already know how to do because we've covered that. Joining that with the l sound, okay? Al. Similarly, in the next box, we've got ha with a fatha and a meme sakin, meme which has a sukoon sign on top of it. So together, I have to join these two words together. So that would be hum. All you hear is, you wouldn't hear a ma sound because the meme has a sukoon on top of it. You would just hear a m sound. So together with the ha, it's hum. Okay? Hum. And then there's dal over here. And if I put all these three boxes together, I would make this word here. And I would say this as alhamdu. I'll put all of these three words together and make this long word here. Alhamdu. Okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to choose a student to help me and we'll go through this and practice this together. So let me choose, let's see. Okay, A1227. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you? Alhamdulillah. Thank you for asking. Have you been listening to the lesson?
Yeah.
And do you understand? It's a new lesson. Did you understand what I explained so far?
Yeah.
That's excellent to hear. So what I want us to do now is we're gonna try reading this first box together, okay? So this first box, and I want you to repeat after me, and I want everyone back at home to also repeat after me, okay? So this first one is al. Al. Good. Next one is hum. Good. Hum. Good. Do. Good. Make sure we know that our fatha, kasra and dhamma, we shouldn't prolong them. They're only 1 second long. The same rule applies here. When a letter has a sukoon on top of it, at least in this lesson, we shouldn't make the sound long, okay? It's a quick 1 second. So we shouldn't say al because that's incorrect, okay? That's incorrect. Okay, it should be 1 second long only. So it should be al.
Al.
Good. So it's 1 second, yeah?
The 1
Good.
second.
Good. Next one is ham.
Hum.
Du.
Do.
Good. So all together this is alhamdu.
Hum. Do.
Alhamdu.
Her. Do.
Okay, let's try again. So what's this first one? Al.
Al.
Ham.
Hum.
Du.
Do.
And all together this is alhamdu.
Alhamdu.
Excellent. Let's try that once more.
One do.
Okay, make sure that you're looking at all your letters as well. I thought you might have mixed this ha up for something. So let's try that once more. Slowly, take it easy. It's okay. Take it slow, but make sure that you recognize all the letters and you're pronouncing them correctly. Okay. Al. Ham. Du.
Do.
Alhamdu.
Alhamdu.
Excellent. Well done. Let's try the next one together. Is.
If.
Tak.
Tak.
Bara.
Bawa.
Good. And all together, what we'll do is we'll first say these first two boxes together, okay?
Chicken.
So, is tak.
Duck.
Is tak.
It. Duck.
Okay, look at this first box here where I'm circling around.
E.
This is, can you see there's a scene? Yeah?
B.
After the alif, there is a scene. I need to hear the scene sakin voice as well. So I need to hear a s sound, okay? So, is,
Ik.
not k, is.
Ik.
Is. So like, you know the letter S. So when you say in school, this is. It's that
Ik.
is.
Ik.
Not k, s. S sound. So you know in phonics you have the sound s for snake. It's
Yeah.
that kind of a sound. Is.
Ich.
Better. Is.
Ich.
Okay. You're getting better at it, but I shouldn't hear a k sound. That's wrong, okay? I should just hear a s sound.
Ich.
Can you say s? Good, well done. That was much better. So say that once more. S. Good. Is.
Ich.
Almost. I can just hear a k sound in the middle, which I don't want to hear, okay? What you're saying is, you're saying this, okay? You're saying x. That's wrong. What I want you to say is
Ich.
Is.
Ich.
Almost there. Well done. You're almost there. Let's try the next word. Duck.
Duck.
Good. And the last one is bara.
Bawa.
Good. So let's try these first two. Is duck.
Ik.
Is
Ik.
duck.
Duck.
Bara.
Bawa.
So all together this is, and we'll do it in little portions again. So is.
Ich.
Is
Ich.
duck.
Duck.
Bara.
Bawa.
Good, well done. So what I want you to do, well done, that was great help. Jazakallah for all your help. What I want you to continue to do is at home to practice this. The more you practice, the more fluent you'll become, okay?
Adakala.
Jazakallah. So because this is a new lesson, and it's slightly different from the other ones that we've done. If you do struggle with this, I do want you to listen at home to the recording, because all of these lessons are recorded, and the more you practice, the better you become, okay?
Okay.
Okay, well then, Jazakallah for your help.
Adakala.
Okay. Allah Hafiz. Okay. So I'm going to choose another student for the next line. If I can have, let's see. Let's have a Nasirat. Let's see. N1283. N1283. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. We are learning a new rule. Do you understand it so far?
Yes.
That's great to hear. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the word and I want you to repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
And I want everyone at home as well to repeat after me, okay? So, an,
An,
zal,
zal,
nahu.
nahu,
Good. And all together this is okay. There is another rule that comes here. I'm going to say it and I want you to follow after me, but you haven't learned it yet. This is something that you will learn a bit later on. Anzalnahu.
anzalnahu.
Excellent. Try this on your own for me now. So let's start with this first. Good.
Anzalnahu.
Okay, try this one once more for me.
Nahu.
Good, excellent. The reason I asked you to do that again for me is because there's different signs on top of the letters, okay? Do you know what the sign on top of the noon is?
Vertical fatha.
Excellent. And how long is that?
Two counts or 2 seconds.
Excellent. And what about the ha? What sign does the ha have?
Dhamma.
And how long is that?
1 second.
Excellent, well done. So the first time round, I thought your ha was a bit long, but the second time round, I think you realized and you made sure that your noon was 2 seconds long and your ha was only 1 second long. So well done for realizing that and correcting yourself. So altogether, this is anzalnahu.
Anzalnahu.
Okay, when you join the za and the lam, it shouldn't be zal. You don't prolong that. It should be just 1 second long. Okay. So, like, you know how your fatha kasra and dhamma are 1 second long, just kind of like that, okay? So, anzalnahu.
Anzalnahu.
Excellent, much better. Can you see how your zal, it was just 1 second long? You don't need to prolong that,
Yes.
okay? Good,
Yes.
well done. Let's try the next one. Do you want to have a go yourself?
Yes. Please.
Go for it.
Please. Al-baladi.
Okay, let's do it section by section. Let's go only for the one that I've underlined now.
Al.
So again, remember, what you don't want to do is al, because that's incorrect, okay? What you want to do is a 1 second al.
Okay.
So can you repeat after me? Al.
Al.
And the next one here is bala.
Bala.
Good. I'm making sure that my ba and my lam are 1 second long because they only have a fatha sign. And that sign means that I do not prolong it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm making sure that my ba and my lam are only 1 second long. Bala.
Bala.
So far, looking from the first box to the second, all my letters have been 1 second long. Yeah?
Yes.
So let's try join these two together. Al-bala.
Al-bala.
Good. And this last one, do you want to have a go?
Yes. The.
Good. Excellent. You made sure it's 1 second. So all together, do you want to have a go at saying this?
Yes, please. Al-baladi.
Good. Just one thing. Remember, all your letters have are 1 second long. Okay. Your lam at the moment was a bit longer. You have to make sure that you don't prolong the lam because what sign does the lam carry?
Fatha.
A fatha, and you said yourself that it's 1 second long, isn't it? 1 second or one count.
Yes.
So your lam was at the moment a bit longer. So it should be al baladi.
Al-baladi.
Good. Say that once more for me.
Al-baladi.
Excellent, well done. I know it's getting a bit trickier because we're getting longer and longer words, and that becomes more tricky, but the more practice you do, the more fluent you'll become, okay?
Okay, thank
But well
you.
done, that was a really good attempt, okay?
Thank you.
Jazakallah.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay. Okay, let's choose another student for the next line. And I'm going to choose, let's see, A1221. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Good.
I think you were very excited to get chosen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Is this the first time that you got chosen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see.
I even have my cousin.
Sorry?
I even have my cousin.
Okay. Let's just stick to the class for now. Okay. Good. Jazakallah. Okay. Have you been listening to the lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are learning a new rule. So did you understand it so far? Or is it quite difficult?
I just joined right now.
So you find it, you understand it?
No.
No? That's okay. That's okay. We can go through this together. That's all right. That's what we're here for. So let's have a look at this third line here. I'm going to underline the word. This alif, do you know what sign it has? What's the sign on top of the alif? Do you recognize it?
Fatha.
Excellent. Well done. That's a great start. And what about this blue letter? This is something that, and the sign that the blue letter carries, that's something that I just told you now. Do you remember? It's okay if you don't remember. What is this sign here that I've just highlighted? Did you remember the name? Yes, you're right. Ha is the letter. Ha is the... okay, so you're getting confused. Okay, that's fine. You think it's a Dhamma?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And that's a very common mistake. A lot of people do get confused with that. The difference between a sukoon and a dhamma, let me find you a dhamma. Let's look at this one here. I'm going to highlight it. Can you see where I've highlighted the dhamma just now?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see there is a circle and a flick? Yeah? In between, can you see there's this white space in between?
Yeah.
Yeah? Whereas if you look at the sukoon back here, on looking at the word that we were looking at, this one here, the ha, this ha, can you see a circle inside? No, you can't, isn't it? So that's how we know that these two are different signs, okay? These two are different signs. And so the one with the circle, the white bit inside, is the dhamma, and the one that does not have that white bit inside, and it's a bit smaller than the dhamma, is actually called a sukoon, okay? Yeah, so this one here is called a sukoon. Can you say that for me?
Sukoon.
Well done. So this ha has the sign of a sukoon on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, good. So that's how we recognize that this is not a dhamma, this is sukoon. So how I would say this, I have to join this alif and the ha together, okay? How I would do this is ah.
Ah.
Good. Let's say that once more, and I want everyone at home to repeat as well. Ah.
Ah. Oh.
Good. Well done. Excellent. Try the next letter.
Sa.
Sa. Good. Well done. What about this one?
Na. No. Ni.
Good. So let's try saying this all together. You know individually how to pronounce each box. If you say it all together, do you want to have a go?
A, sa, ni.
Well done.
Asani.
Well done.
Asani.
Well done. Excellent. That was great. Ahsani.
Asani.
Good. Let's say that once more. Ahsani.
Asani.
Good. Excellent. Is there two of you there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have both your IDs?
A1221.
Yeah. And what's the other one?
He's just joining. He doesn't have the ID. He's just joining.
Oh, okay. He's sitting with you. That's great. That's really good. Okay. For the time being, can I just have A1221 speak on the mic? Yeah. It's fine for your sibling to practice as well, but a bit more quietly.
Okay.
Okay. Jazakallah. Okay. Let's have a go at this next one. So what do we have here? What's the first letter here? Because we've got alif et fatha, so well done. And what sign do we have here on top of the lam?
La. Lu.
There's a lam, and what sign is it on top? Remember, I just told you it's not a dhamma, it's a skoon.
Spoon.
Good, well done. So how I would say this is al. Good. Have a go at the next word. Next letter.
Ka.
It's not a ka. Look again.
Ka.
What sign is under the ka?
Ki.
Good. What sign is under the ka? Do you know the name? It's okay if you don't know. Fatha is actually on top of the letter. So, for example, the seen has a fatha.
Kasra.
Any sign, yeah, any sign that's if the stroke, a single stroke is under the letter, it's actually a kasra. Okay, so you realize that. So this is a ki. Good. Do you want to have a go at the next one?
Ta.
Good.
Ba.
Oh, look, good. Well done. Hold on, and I like. Do you know what the name of this sign on top of the ta is?
No.
It's a vertical fatha, and I think you have covered this before. I know you have. So what might be a good idea is that you look back at the previous lessons just to revise this, okay? You might have missed the class or something, so it's good to have a look over this, okay?
Okay.
So because it has a vertical fatha, you make that sound 2 seconds long. So you made the ta 2 seconds long and your ba 1 second. So tabu. And altogether this is al-kitabu. Excellent, well done. Jazakallah for your help. That was great. I know this is a new lesson and it's a bit difficult, but keep listening to this and keep practicing, even when I choose other students to help me, okay? And you'll get inshallah much better.
Okay. Kadafis.
Jazakallah. Assalamualaikum.
Class is finished. Hassan is
Okay. I'm going to choose my next student for the next line. A1209. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. Have you been listening to the lesson?
Yes.
Yes, and do you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear, alhamdulillah. Okay. Do you want to have a go? Do you feel confident at saying this by yourself, having a go at this first box?
Yes.
Go for it.
An.
Oh, well done. Good. And do you know the name of the sign on top of the noon?
Sakin.
Yeah, so the noon is sakin, okay? Noon sakin. But the actual name of only the sign is skoon, okay? Yeah? Then sakin, because remember what I said, sakin means that it doesn't have a vowel. That means it doesn't have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. Does the noon have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma?
No.
No. Yeah, so sakin means that it doesn't have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. So when you say noon sakin, you're saying noon without a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. Okay.
Yes.
So when I ask you the name of the sign on top of the noon, you say skoon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. Say this once more for me.
An.
Well done. Have a go at this next word. Well done. Very good. And this one?
Ta.
Excellent. Well done. And all together?
An'amta.
Good. Say that once more for me.
An'amta.
Good. An'amta, your ayn, try to have that come from your throat. And remember, you don't need to rush. I know they're 1 second long, but that doesn't mean you need to race through it, okay?
Yes.
So, an'amta.
An'amta.
Excellent. Well done. Very good, mashallah. Have a go at this one.
Fa.
Yeah, and what's after the fa?
Alif.
Alif fateh,
Fatha.
fatha. So how would you say this together, the fa and the alif with the fatha? Do you know? Oh, well done. Good boy. Well done. What about the next one?
Sorry.
Good. Just your first letter, it's more soft, okay? Remember, this is not a sin or a swad, okay? So when you pronounce this, you have to make sure that the listener does not get confused, okay?
Okay.
So how I would pronounce this is thal.
Thar.
Good, much better. Thal.
Thar.
Excellent. Next word, letter.
Na.
Good. And have a go at saying this all together.
Fa'asarna.
Yeah. Fa'atharna.
Fa'asarna.
Yeah, just keep on working on your sound, okay? It's really soft. It's almost like wind coming out of your mouth. Fa'atharna.
Fa'atharna.
Good, well done. Keep practicing that. That was much better. Well done, okay?
Okay.
Good. Jazakallah. Well done for your help. Jazakallah. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, let me choose my next student. We're going to move on to exercise 12.2, and this is a mixed exercise. Sorry, not mixed, sorry. It isn't broken up like the first exercise, okay? Whereas we had small bits, here we've got bigger words, okay? I'm sure you'll be fine with that. Let me just choose a student for this. So can I have N1272?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. Okay, have you been listening to the lesson?
Yes.
That's good, alhamdulillah. And do you understand it?
Yes.
Oh, that's great, alhamdulillah. So you will be able to help me very nicely with this first box. Reading out the first box. Will you be able to help me with that?
Yeah.
Have a go.
Nasirat.
Oh, excellent, well done. Just what I was saying to the previous child as well, your seen, your swad, and the letter that he was saying up here, sa. This one here, I've already highlighted it, but I'm circling around it. They're very similar sounding, okay? So when you recite it, when you say them, you have to be very careful with how you recite them so that anyone who's listening to you can tell immediately which letter you're pronouncing. So can you see that the sword has a round shape to it?
Yes.
Okay, that in itself tells you that the sound of this particular letter is round, okay? Round and thick, okay?
Okay.
So how I would say it is sui.
See.
Good, excellent. That was really good. Nusibat.
Nusibat.
Okay, well done. Keep practicing that. On its own, you said this sui really well. When you join it with the other words, keep practicing that. So it should be nusibat.
Nusibat.
Good. Keep practicing that. Okay, well done though. Next word.
أشهد
Good, excellent. Say that once more for me.
أشهد
Good. Ushhidu.
أشهد.
Good, well done. I know everything is 1 second long, all the letters are 1 second long, but that doesn't mean you have to race through it because then we often make a mistake. So you can take your time, look at each letter and the sign that it has, and then say it, taking your time. Ushhidu.
أشهد
Yeah, okay. Next one.
برق
Oh, look again, what sign's on top of the qaf? Do you remember?
No.
It's a tanveen, dammatain. Okay, so when this is on top of a letter, the sound that you make is qun. So can you repeat after me? Qun,
قن
qun.
قن.
Well done. Did you miss Friday's lesson by any chance?
Yes.
Yes, this is the lesson we did on Friday. So what I would suggest is after this lesson, if you please go and watch the recording of Friday's lesson because this is what we covered in that lesson, okay?
Okay.
So this is barqun.
برق
Excellent, well done. Have a go at the next one.
نعبد
Good, well done. Just with your ayn, try a bit more to make it come from your throat. So na'budu.
نعبد
Good. Next one.
لست
Good. Next one.
أقول
Well done, very good. Next one.
ملك
Well done, very good, mashallah. That's very good reading. Mashallah, and you understood today's lesson really well as well. Just make sure that you do listen to the recording of Friday's lesson, okay? Because that was a whole new rule that we learned, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Jazakallah for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, let's choose our next student. Let's have N1277. N1277. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Have you been listening to today's lesson?
Yes.
Good, Alhamdulillah. And do you understand it?
Yes.
That's great, mashallah. Can you help me with this word here that I've underlined?
Kulitau.
Oh, let's try again. Let's do it together. So what's the first letter here?
Khu.
Good. Next letter?
Li.
Good. Well done. Next letter?
Ta.
Oh, it's actually... Okay. Okay. Let me just show you an example. Okay, this is actually a qaf, okay? So, khuliqat.
Khulikat.
Good, okay? You're thinking of ta marbuta, which I don't have an example of. But when I do get one, I'll show you. Have a go at the next one.
Nahnu.
Good, well done. Really good. Next one.
Rabihat.
Good. Say that once more for me.
Rabihat.
Good, well done. I like that you made sure that all your letters were 1 second long. Well done. Next one.
قلتم.
Good. Just your qaf over here. Try to pronounce that from your throat. So, قلتم qa.
قلتم.
Good. Well done. Next one.
أنزل.
Say that once more for me.
أنزل.
Good. Well done. The reason I asked you to say that once more is because the first time round you made your za a little longer than 1 second, and we have to remember that all our letters are 1 second long because they have the alif has a dhamma, the za has a kasra, and the lam has a fatha. Okay? Good. Next one.
شئتم.
Say that once more for me.
شئتم.
Okay. This is a hamza, and the hamza has its schoon on top of it. Okay, so together the sheen and this hamza sakin would make the sound of sheep. So can you say that after me? Sheep.
شئ.
Sheep.
شئ.
Good. Sheep. Tum.
شئتم.
Good. Well done. Next one.
رفعت.
Good. Just your ayn needs to be from your throat. So rufi'at.
رفعت.
Good. Well done. Jazakallah for your help. That was really good. Allah Hafiz. Okay, let's choose our next student for the next line. Can I have a 1212? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Good, alhamdulillah. Have you been listening to the lesson?
Yeah.
And you understand it?
Yeah.
Good. Well done. Have a go at this first box here.
Sunan.
Good. Well done. Next one.
Ra'adin.
Look again.
Ra'adin.
Okay. What sign does the dal have on top of it?
Dhamma.
Good. But a dammatain, okay? It's a tanveen, yes?
Yeah.
Did you hear Friday's lesson? Were you here for the Friday lesson that we had?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you if you remember, this is a dhamma sign. Okay, there's two dhamma signs there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sound that this would make is dun.
Jin.
Dun.
Jin.
Good. So altogether, this would be ra'dun.
Ra'adin.
Good. Well done. Next one.
Dinandiri.
Okay. Let's have a go at this first part that I've highlighted.
Din.
Okay. What does the ta have on top of it?
Dhamma.
Good. And what about the noon? We've learned this just today. Do you remember?
No.
That's okay. The noon has a schoon on top of it. Okay. And when a letter has a schoon on top of it, you have to join that letter and the previous letter, so the letter that is before it, together. So the sound that this would make is tun.
Jin.
Good. What about the next part from the dal?
Ziri.
Oh, the.
The.
What's on top of Zero.
الدم.
Good. Good. So zero.
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 Good. So together this is tunziru.
Zero.
Tunziru.
Zero.
Good. Okay, have a try at the next one.
نفس.
Good, well done. Next one.
النهر.
Good, well done. What about the next one?
أرسل.
Good, well done. What about this one?
أملا.
Well done. Jazakallah for your help. That was really good, mashallah. Keep practicing to become even more fluent, okay? And Jazakallah for your help. Allah Hafiz. Okay, I'm quickly going to choose another student for the last line, and I'm going to choose let's choose a Nasirat. Can I have N1295? N1295, can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum. Oh. Assalamu alaikum. N1295, can you hear me? Okay, N1294, for some reason I cannot unmute you, and I think that might be a problem on your side, so if you just have a look at your connections. In the meantime, I'll choose someone else, and maybe you can be asked to come back on the mic for the next lesson, if not today, okay? Can I have N1310?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, how are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. Have you been listening to today's lesson?
Yes.
And how have you been finding it? How did you find the lesson? Do you find it a bit difficult or is it easy?
It's easy.
Oh, that's great to hear. Okay, can you help me with the first box here in the last line?
يجعل.
Oh, good. Well done, mashallah. That was really good. Well done. Next one.
كنتم.
Good. Well done. What about the next one?
أنتم.
Good. Well done. Next one.
نحن.
Good. Well done. Next one.
أزلم.
Well done. Just with the za, can you make it a little bit more round and thicker because you're mashallah so good at it? I'm sure you'll be able to do that as well. So good. Al-Lama.
أظلم.
Excellent. Well done. Next one.
أسفل.
Excellent. Next one.
كنت.
Excellent. Well done. That was really, really good, mashallah. Have you been practicing at home?
Yes.
Mashallah. Well done. I can tell. That was really good. Jazakallah for your help. Okay. With that, we are reaching the end of our lesson. So, Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Let me just make you. Good. Okay. I'm going to quickly set you your homework, which is, before I set you your homework, I'm going to quickly actually, because we've got a couple of minutes, quickly remind you of the rule that we've learned, which is the quiescence rule, and then it's called the spoon, okay? The spoon rule, okay? That's what it is, okay? Okay. So we've learned that, let me find a letter where I can show you. We know that this lam has a sukun on top of it. That's what a sukun sign looks like. It looks a bit like a comma or a single quotation mark. So that's what the sign is actually called. And the letter that carries that sign is called lam sakin. Okay, because the letter that we can see here is a lam, and the sign that it carries is a sukun, so it's called lam sakin. Okay. We've also learned that there are letters which have voweled letters. Okay, we know that there are three types: fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Okay, any letter, any voweled letter, basically means that could be any letter, alif, ba, ta, tha, any letter, but it has a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. Okay, that's a voweled letter. So what we learned is that that a sakin letter, so that this lam sakin, the lam which has the sukun, must be preceded. That means that the letter before it must be a voweled letter. Okay, that letter must have a fatha, kasra, or a dhamma. And you can see in this first box that the lam, that the letter before the lam alif has a fatha, so it's a voweled letter. Similarly, over here in this box, the sin sakin, the letter before it is alif in this case, but has also got a kasra, so it's a voweled letter. Okay, so and the sound that we make is we join the two letters together. Okay, the letter before the sakin letter and the sakin letter itself, we join them together to. So, for example, in this box, we make the sound al. Okay, and in this next box, we make the sound hum. Okay. Okay, with that, I'm going to quickly set you your homework. Your homework for today is to practice exercise 12.1, which is the first exercise that we did. It's really nice because you've got it nicely split up if you're struggling with what we did today. Practice that until you're fluent and then move on to exercise 12.2, which is the second exercise we did. It's a bit more difficult because you've got longer words. Keep practicing that. Listen to the recording to help you. For those of you who have a hard copy, the page reference is page 45, okay? With that, I also want to make a quick announcement, which I did make at the beginning of the class. The Friday classes for G1 at the moment have been cancelled because Hazur, our beloved Hazur, is in USA at the moment, and his Friday sermons are actually at the same time that our classes. So what we want you to do instead of what we want you to do is to sit down at 6 o'clock every Friday and listen to our beloved Hazur's khutbah, okay? So it's at 6 o'clock British time, okay? Okay, with that, we will move on to our finishing prayer, and I'll choose the student for that. Let's see. Let's have N1276. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, is there some problem with that? A1195. Assalamu alaikum. A1195.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay. We're going to do the ending prayer, and I want you to repeat after me, but we're going to start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, okay? So if you repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good. Okay. If you start after me. Allahumma hamni bil Qur'anil azim. Good. And let's move on to the next part as well of this. وَجَعَلْهُ لِي
وَجَعَلَهُ لِي
إِمَامًا
إِمَامًا
وَنُورًا
نورا
وهدى
هدى
ورحمة.
ورحمة.
Good. And can you do the English translation from here, O Allah?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance and the mercy.
Jazakallah, well done. Jazakallah for all your help. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.